Well. Welcome to State of Play. Welcome to Gavin Games. Nice to see you. Apologize for being a little bit late there, but what you have to understand is, lordy, hang on. There we go. Been a very busy day today. Did a really fun show with Colin Moriarty over there on his show for Jaffe Moriarty. That will be coming up. I don't know when he's going to make that live for paying members, probably in the next couple of days. We got a Madhouse show tonight starting at 6. Been reaching out to a couple of people trying to get that set up. And then, of course, prepping for the State of Play. It is nice to see you all. We'll shoot the shit a little bit before the show starts. The State of Play starts in 20 minutes. So we have some time to talk and catch up as pals do. Let me bring the chat over here. I want to show you something, though. I'm excited, assuming you're excited. Now, if you're not, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hang on. Come on now. That's not couth. Today, oh, you goddamn right, Smog. I always love talking to Colin. A lot of fun. And we talked about a lot of PlayStation stuff. We mostly stuck to video games today. He and I had not talked games in a while. Obviously, State of Play coming up. We talked about the Jade Raymond stuff. Man, I'll tell you, I got this new light, though, and it's very boring. It's just, there's no finesse to the, I got to ask my brother. He's good at this shit. Good to see you, Butterfly. Good to see you, Benjamin. You goddamn right. Damn energy drink. I'm burpy, too. Here's what's happening today, by the way. We're trying to build our memberships here on this channel. So at 15 members, that's not a lot. Gifted your own. We will open up the phone lines after State of Play so you can call in and we can talk about your thoughts on the show, what you liked, what you didn't like, what you're worried about. As for the mystery game, I got this in the mail. Let me show you this. This is $75 to unbox it. And then if you're interested, I'll extend the show for an hour, and we'll play an hour of it. I love this game. Let me show you the box first. I covered it up so you won't know what's inside. But it's a big fucking box. It's a goddamn big fucking box. And they sent me the collector's edition, but I also have the code. Let me tell you where the game is on Metacritic right now. Last I checked, it was an 81. Thank you, Jay Styles. We are off to the races. Jay Styles, thank you so much for helping us build our memberships here on the show. Let us, man, I am burpy. Sorry about that, you guys. Let us pop that like a goddamn son of a bitch. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it, Jay. The game is sitting right now, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. Last I checked, it was an 81. It's still sitting at an 81 on Metacritic. Absolutely. It just came out May 23rd. Well, that date's a little variable. Came out recently in the last week is what I would say. So if you're interested in seeing what's in the box and you're interested in actually playing the game, that will be what our super chat goals are for today. So we got memberships to open up the phone line, and we got monetary goals to open up the box and the gameplay. Thank you, Willie Farnsworth. Willie has just given a membership. Who got one? Tax got one from Jay Styles. Destiny 11 got one from good Sir Willie Farnsworth. You guys are doing the Lord's work. And I don't even believe in the Lord, and you guys are doing his work. So that's nice. And then Awesome Tatum just gave one to Gremlin. Think about that. Now these people can chat with us right now as pals do. Thank you, Awesome Tatum. We got 3 out of 15 memberships. We're doing great. You guys are kicking some much ass. Thank you, Awesome Tatum. Awesome Tatum plays pretty much almost as many new games as I do. So my guess is maybe he's already played this game that we're going to show you. But I'm not seeing a lot of people talk about it. What I'm seeing is a lot of people that are playing it are loving it, including me. I've put about 6 hours into it. But I am going to start. Here's what I'm telling you. If we get, hello, Brian, if we get to the gameplay today, I'm going to start a brand new version of the game. So we're going to start from scratch because the thematic and the story and the settings are, it's worth seeing. Believe it or not, I'm saying this. Nobody tell John Garvin. It is absolutely worth seeing the cutscenes for, because it's a very cool universe and it's a very cool story. Think about that. Jake DeWitt, brother of Joyce DeWitt. of Three's Company. What? Thank you, Jake DeWitt. Thank you, buddy, for that very generous super memberships. We got Chill-A-Lot, Pirate Contra, The Linquishing, Zombie Bomb, and Kahid Consumer 13 have all been gifted by Jake DeWitt. It's very generous, buddy. Thank you so much. You get a bite of pizza. There you go. 7-Eleven pizza. It's the best shit on earth, Jake DeWitt. He also has bought himself a membership to the Diet Soda Soldiers. Thank you, buddy. That kicks us up to 9. And then our good friend Butterfly has said, you know what? I want to play along with all the cool kids. I want to bite a pizza. There you go. There you go, Butterfly. And I also want to give Rodrak a membership. Butterfly 420. Thank you so much. We are now officially 5 members away from opening up the phone lines so you guys can call in. Now, after the State of Play, of course. I don't want to disturb you guys watching the State of Play, but right after, if we get 5 more members, we will pop open those fucking phone lines. So let's put, make sure I got my math right, 8, 9, 10. Yep, we are 5 away from you guys being able to call in and tell me what you thought. Now, let's talk about this. Now, Summer Game Fest is Friday, and I'll tell you something. The game, yeah, it doesn't make any sense what you're looking at. The game that I am most excited about, that I hear is going to be there, is the one that you're seeing on your screen in just a second. Is the James Bond reveal. We'll talk about that in a second, but let's be clear. The phone lines will be going on because our good friend Mish has stepped up. Thank you, Mish. You get a bite of pizza. Oh, we got to get a big screen bite of pizza, baby. You get a big screen, but eat that, goddammit, Jake. Mish. Eat it, Mish, now. Put it in your butthole. And you get a piece of bubble gum. Double bubble's the best. And you get a sound effect. Mish, thank you, buddy, so very much. Tyblee, O'King, Declan Fallon, JJD, and Booler all owe you a blowjob, sir. Willie says this goal's finally, it was a simple goal. We appreciate it. That membership goal has been met. I want to say thank you so much to Jay Styles, who kicked us off, Willie Farnsworth, Awesome Tatum, Jake DeWitt, Butterfly 420, and Mish bringing up the rear, making this thing a live deal. Phone lines have been open right when State of Play, which is about to start in 15 minutes. Right when that is over, I will turn on the phone calls and we will talk about we will talk about what you guys thought of the State of Play. Again, I'm not trying to be greedy. I just want to remind you about the other goal. Super Chats will let you look inside my box. There's the box. It's really big. It's a very heavy collector's edition, the most extreme version they're selling. It's an 81 Metacritic game. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's great. And then another 75 we'll play. We'll extend the show for an hour and we'll play that game, and I'll show you. I think you're going to love it. If you like, I don't want to give any hints away, but I think you'll love it. It's not a board game. No, it's a video game. It's a game that I'll play on the stream. But yeah, let's talk about State of Play. State of Play is, my understanding on State of Play is, I think they're saying, where did it go? I want to say 40 minutes is what they're saying. Hang on. We have things to talk about outside of State of Play, but yeah. Yeah, look at this. 40 minutes of game reveals. Sony won't be missing the June reveal event season after all. 40 minutes of gameplay. Now, it's 40 minutes long. Whether everything is a reveal, I don't know. Think about this, though, you guys. It is going to be a great week of gaming news. Hello, Alien Bobcorn. It is going to be a great week of video game news because IO Interactive, which is where we will see James Bond for the first time. They have come out and said they're going to show us something. A First Light. There's old James Bond, got a scruffy head of hair. Looks like blonde James Bond, younger James Bond. also Hitman, and also Mind's Eye, which I love the trailer. I know a lot of people have been bitching about the trailer, but I think it looks great. I think it looks like a great big budget action movie in an open world. So I'm super excited. So Jay Styles says, on to the next goal. I got a million ways to get them. Choose one. If you don't know that reference, you and I will not be pals. That's not true, but we might. I don't fucking know. The point is, though, thank you, Jay Styles. Let's update that goal. We are basically $70 away from opening the mystery box and seeing what is inside. You never fucking know. Hang on. Where do I find it? There it is. Bum, 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 bum. All right. State of play today, though. Here's what I'll tell you. Craig Hooligan, thank you, buddy. I always watch my State of Plays with Jaffe because he never talks over the trailers and always laser focused on the content. Fuck you, Craig Hooligan. Yeah, if you are here because you expect, if you're here because you expect pristine trailers and I don't say anything, you've come to the wrong place. This is not for you. We talk over them. We make fun of them unless they're great. Unless they're great, Craig Hooligan, and I really do appreciate that. You have kicked us up. We are only $65 away from opening that mystery box and seeing what is inside. But no, State of Play, what I was going to tell you guys, Resident Evil 9 is a heavily rumored game that's going to be here today on State of Play. The last State of Plays, the last Resident Evil 8, 7, were all revealed at State of Plays, as well as DLC. I think there was a DLC revealed. But we also, my hope is that we get something like a shadow drop of the kitchen. If you guys remember the kitchen, it was the Resident Evil 7 kind of demo trailer, playable trailer thing. I hope we get that today as an actual drop. I actually hope there's some things they could drop on us today that would be really amazing. I think we're going to hear about the God of War 2.5D game. Maybe we'll get a demo of
Butterfly
that.
420.
Well, you just stepped on Butterfly's toes,
Tech Protect has just donated $4.99 through Super Chat.
Thank you.
I also want to see what's in the box package.
The box package. Absolutely. Thank you, Tech Protect. You didn't need to do that. And of course, Butterfly 420, happy hump day, a little something towards the box. You can put it in my box, baby. Absolutely. Let's pop that in there. We're at $15. No, we're at $20, you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are richy rich. How rich can you get? You're never going to know till you've met this young boy. Richie Rich is his name, along with Butterfly 420, Tech Protect, and Craig Hooligan and Jay Styles. They're written up in the Rich Hall of Fame. It's not Gwyneth Paltrow's head, though. I will promise you that. So thank you for that. But what I was saying is, what do you guys think we're going to get? I think we're going to get a Resident Evil 9. I think we're going to get, they're saying it might be open world. Can you believe that? Maybe Tomb Raider is probably going to get saved for Keeley's show. I think we're going to get RE9 today. I think we're going to get a drop today from Sony of something we didn't expect. Maybe it's the Resident Evil kind of kitchen demo. Maybe it's a God of War 2.5D demo. I don't know. I don't think we're going to see any of Corey's new game, but we might, but I doubt it. No, well, they've already announced the, they haven't announced the God of War 2.5D game, but it has absolutely, been leaked. It's being made. We know it's coming. And we'll probably see it today. So I'm trying to think what they might shadow drop. Oh, you know what they might shadow drop a demo of is Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater Delta. I could see that. Because it's coming out in December, though, so it might be it might be a little later. It might be a little later. I'm not sure if that's the case or not, but I could see seeing something that they drop like that. What do you guys think we're going to see? Remember when they dropped PT? PT came out of nowhere, right? You think we're going to see anything shadow drop today? I really fucking hope so. Although it's probably going to take my PS5 like an hour to update. I haven't turned that goddamn thing on in a very long time. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, now we have to talk about this briefly. I'm sorry. I am absolute. Oh God, please, no Horizon Zero related games. Please, no Ectoplasm. No. But here's what I'll say. The State of Unreal yesterday. Did you guys watch this? I am sorry. I don't. Now look. If you are CD Projekt Red, maybe the lesson you learned from Cyberpunk was don't release a piece of shit, buggy game. Okay, that's totally fair. Totally fair. But if what they learned is they clearly didn't learn don't release footage for a game that is nowhere close to what it's actually going to look like. Because if you saw this yesterday, when they walked us through about 10 minutes of The Witcher, and what they said, I mean, I can't believe. I think it's right here.
5 at 60 FPS.
I want you to listen to what this guy is saying. This is running on. I'm sorry, I just don't believe you. I do not fucking believe you.
Sure, let's do it.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4. What you just saw and are going to see now is running on a standard PlayStation 5 at 60 FPS with ray tracing.
Okay. PS5 standard, not pro, 60 FPS, ray tracing turned on. That alone is hard to believe, okay? But then if you've watched this, watch when The Witcher, when Ciri goes into town, watch these fucking NPCs. I'm sorry, I don't believe it. This is absolutely not accurate.
So Valdres is a port town, a hub for fishing, trade, and mining. It's one of those places where you can meet shady characters or overhear gossip from other lands. It's also where Ciri took on her current contract. High-Tech, let's leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace and food.
Watch these.
I'm so
watch
excited
these
we can
NPCs.
finally show you some of this stuff. Let's see what Valdres has to offer.
Not her again.
Not even at the Land Exeter Fair! Now, 9 gazes while I present him with a fish. For the furry rascal will often wait, and the fair's weight grants good fortune.
And then watch when you go down into town here. Look at
Guys,
the
notice
pig,
how responsive the
pig
world is.
rolling around.
Character actions
kid
directly
goes to pick
affect
up
what happens around
apples.
you.
Look at that.
Sometimes
Come
even
on.
setting off chain reactions. Everything is working together.
Okay. Now, I get it. What some people are saying is, oh, well, yeah, but Jaffe, this is, like Darth Nugget says, it's a very small scope. Nothing ever looked... It's not the point, though. The point is what they're saying is this is running on a PS5. They are saying it's running at 60 frames and it's ray tracing. And I understand that this is a small slice. However, that even if it is a small slice, you can load in other small slices on the SSD really quickly. So why can't they even... You're not going to get a third of this when it comes to NPC actual behavior. Absolutely ridiculous. Like if you've played Expedition 33 and you walk into that main town at the beginning, going down to the harbor, and it's just clumps of people standing around. There's absolutely no fucking way that in at the same time this is being made and running like this. It doesn't exist, right? And again, maybe CD Projekt Red is like, well, listen to our words carefully. We never, we understand it is a demo. But to what end? Why would you put this out to make... No one's going to buy this. I mean, they're going to buy the game, of course. I can't wait. But I don't think anyone is going to buy this, they know they're being lied to at this point. Is anybody actually watching this and going, oh my God, this is going to run like this on my PlayStation 5? It's not going to run on anything like this. There's never been a game where NPCs look this good and act this good. I get that it's you missed my point, Tiny Tacos. He says this is a showcase for UE5. That's all. No, that's not my point. My point is, if you're CD Projekt Red and you've just come off one of the greatest pull out of a nosedive in video game history with Cyberpunk, why would you subject yourself to this where you know your game's not going to look like this even when it ships in 3 years? Why even bring this up? That's all I'm fucking saying. That's all I'm fucking saying. There's no goddamn way this is real. And I'll tell you something else. GTA 6 does it with their characters as well, and it's really fucking weird to me. The NPCs. I'm sorry. Frank Last, thank you for the super chat. How's it going? We appreciate it, Frank. It's going great. We're about to switch over to State of Play. And again, I'm excited for this game. And if you want to watch it, just go watch. We'll talk about this more after State of Play, unless State of Play just has tons of stuff to talk about. But I definitely, there's more to talk about in this State of Unreal, which was really, really good. Really, really fucking good. All right, we are 2 minutes and 50 seconds away. Kind of reminds me of the Anthem trailer. It could be. Oh yeah, I remember when Watch Dogs did it as well. Solar Edge is bullshit. Frank Last, thank you, buddy. Let me pop you up there on the wheel or on the box opening. We're 25. We are $50 away from opening that mystery box. Again, if you want to see what the mystery box looks like, it's a big one. It's a fucking big one. Hang on. And then we're only 75 away after that to actually playing it for an hour. Look at the size of this goddamn thing. Look at the size of this goddamn thing. Oh my God. They sent me that in the mail. I'm excited to open it. I know what's inside. But, you know, maybe you don't. Maybe you're curious. Maybe you're curious. Well, Frank Last is helping to show us what's in there. Okay, here we go. 2 minutes away. What do you think they're going to open with? They probably, you know, they haven't said it's all going to be first party, right? Or exclusives. Here are my top 3 predictions. We're going to see RE9. We're going to see a shadow drop of... I mean, we're definitely going to see God of War 2.5D. I think we're going to see God of War 2.53, 2.5D. We're going to see RE9. And we're going to see a demo drop today of Metal Gear Delta. That's what I think. That's what I think. I don't think we'll see Corey's game, but I would love to because I have no clue what he's working on. Jake DeWitt, you knucklehead McGee, thank you so much for the little sticker with the controller saying woot. Woot. Thank you. Oh, we might see Indiana Jones DLC. That could be cool. For me, because I loved it. We're not seeing Bloodborne. Jake DeWitt, thank you for the sticker. Thank you for the very big, generous super chat. We appreciate it. Let's put that into the goal there real quick and see how close we are. We are now only, what is that? 45, 30 bucks away, you guys, from opening that giant box. I have not heard anything about the Metal Gear Delta. Sorry, fellas. Demo. But I absolutely think we will be seeing it. And that's just a gut feeling because of Konami and PT and all that stuff. How is the audio? Is the audio mix good? Too loud? Again, I'll be talking over the show, and then obviously we'll be talking a lot and turning on the phone lines right after the show. Fair game stuff, I don't know, Awesome. Given that they just got rid of Jade Raymond, I don't know if they feel the game's in good enough shape to show, but maybe. James Gunn, interesting. That would be cool, TGM. Here we go. Let me put this over here. Oh, shit. Hang on. I'm an idiot. Nothing's happening yet. Don't worry. Done. There you go. Sorry, fellas. All right. Is the audio okay? The fuck is this? You don't hear any audio? It's low, but okay, hang on. Is that better?
Emotion running through our veins. Heartbeat. Love is
okay. This is probably just their opening trailer bullshit. Okay.
Running through our veins. Heartbeat. Love is making waves.
I don't think we'll see Yakuza now.
making waves.
Hello from Enhance. I'm Tetsuya Mizuguchi.
ディレクターの石原隆ですルミネスアライズのトレーラー楽し
Terrible
んでい
game
ただ
to
けたでしょう
open the
か
show with. I'm sure
この
it's
秋
nice.
プレイステー
But
ション5 PSVR2 対応で発売予定ですルミネスアライズはバラエテ
who
ィ豊か
thought
な
this was a good
美しい
idea
ビ
to
ジュアルが
open
没入感を
the
高
state to
めい
play
つまで
with?
も遊びたくなる
Really?
ゲーム体験となっています
Really?
その世界はとても心地よくプレイヤーを共感覚の世界へと導きます
まあよくある普通のパズルゲームってことだよね。テトリスエフェクトを一度遊んだことがある人はわかると思いますが、ルミネスアライズはただのパズルゲームではありません。
夏にシングルとマルチプレイの体験版を配信予定ですぜひ皆さん手に取って遊んでみてください
Stupid.
Thank you and enjoy the rest of State of Play.
Oh, God. Terrible. Terrible. Dumb. I don't think it speaks poorly about the upcoming show. I just think it's dumb. Like a terrible opening.
The future. It isn't just a dream. It's a promise. One we're turning into reality.
Goon's fucking Bubble Bobble's great, man.
With our third generation of Luna filament and advanced generative AI, we're reshaping the line between dreams and reality.
Well, State of Play is a
We
preview, a show of
create
previews.
life for our
Butterfly.
future.
But Luminous isn't a show. It's a
Delphi
game.
Corporation.
Fuck. What is this from?
Let's see about getting patched through to Earth. And why are these things trying to kill us?
There you are. All better.
Is this that Capcom thing that's been promised forever? I guess so. Pragmata. Wow. Okay.
IMDI03367. They are pragmatic creators.
Hang on a second.
Don't you have a name or something?
Death Stranding with
Get behind
action.
me.
I
Cool.
think I can help.
Yay. Hey, maybe we can get a demo of this today.
Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
Neutralize us?
Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way through. What the?
Bypassing first and second firewalls. Hooking control protocols. Initiating hack.
Cool. I'm glad it's still in production. That's great. Yo, me too. Awesome.
D.I.
I said IMDI.
Okay.
DEI? What?
How about we call you Diana?
Diana?
How about fuck you, bitch? Yeah, got him. Oh man, Jesus, that's a long wait, but okay. It's nice to see though. Nice it's still coming.
Oh, hey, today is Saturday, which means curry time.
Awesome, I love curry.
Speaking of curry, apparently the current president is actually a humane. What does that mean? It's okay, I'll get it.
Curry time.
Romeo! Romeo, stay with me. Grandpa, I'm gonna die. Romeo, listen up. You're gonna
What?
die in about
Are they worried about the
15
guys?
seconds. Seriously? Seriously, don't worry. I made this just in case. The Dead Gear life support system. Don't move, okay? You're already half dead. From now on, you're half dead man. No, wait, that's pretty lame. Dead man. From now on, you're dead man.
This has got to be a Suda game, right? Fun.
Romeo is a dead man. Coming 2026.
We made it.
Maybe.
Huh?
Oh, I
That was
didn't see the
Grandpa's
director.
voice. Are you like a spirit?
I'm on your back.
What?
This feels stupid. That's Grasshopper Report.
皆さんこんにちは。グラスホッパーマネクチャーの須田剛一です。いえいえ。皆さんトレーラーどうでした？グラスホッパーの久々の新作。
A lot of his shit never plays very well, but it's
いよいよ
cool.
発表できました。このゲームはですね、主人公のロミオが、ロミオスターゲーザーという名前なんですけど、かっこいいでしょ。時空犯罪 FBI 捜査官として、凶悪なですね指名手配犯をさまざまな時空に飛んで、倒していく、そんな、ブラッディなアクションゲームとなっています。そして今回はですね、剣だけじゃありません、銃も使えます。ストロングスタイルのアクションゲームとして、チーム一丸となって頑張って作ってます。そしてなんで、タイトルがですねロミオなのにデッドマンなのか、それは皆さんぜひ続報をお待ちください。プレイステーション30周年過ぎちゃいましたけどおめでとうございます。それでは引き続きステートオブプレイをお楽しみください。
Right, 2026 maybe, that's right. Yeah, Smog, as long as they can find the people to fund it, I agree.
どこ行くの？こっち通るの珍しいね。
Is this Silent F? Ooh,
誰かと
maybe.
喋りたくて。私も後から行くね。
I'll take that for a demo.
じゃあね。
It got rated already, so maybe it's ready. I think they said maybe Butterfly just because games historically are late and get delayed.
誰もいないの。足の悪いおばあちゃんまでいないなんて。
So they're just kind of leaning into it, I think.
誰もいないし、気味の悪い怪物がルーツに回ってるし。いや、ひらこ。
Game's October, but maybe there'll be a demo. I just want demos, goddammit. It's nice to see some really cool IP coming back from Japan. Although this developer I don't think is Japanese, but set in Japan. Let's just say Asia.
ひなこ。どこにいるの？
Oh, I hear you,
可愛いよ
awesome,
ね。
but there's been some good
何でも持
demos.
ってる。
I'll recommend some to you. There's some good stuff. Ooh, cool.
そんなあんたがいなくなってくれるんだからせいせいする。
Pompous, you don't. I think this looks good. Romeo looks good, and Pragmata looks good. Oh, this is awesome. Come on now. Come on now.
ずっと一緒だよって約束したよね。
Come on.
暗いのは嫌。
This is awesome.
一人ぼっちは嫌。
This Stands for Silent Hill. Fuck. Okay, what is this? Give me some data. All right, fine. I'll wait. Looks awesome. I'm gonna play all these on PC, of course, but still. I like how it's around the 16th
The castle
century.
has been sighted again.
How can you know?
The Church's orders are absolute. These human sacrifices must be stopped. We will track the ethereal castle, break its gates, and exterminate the creatures that dwell within. The Demon Lord himself will fall by our hand. This mission will test the limits of your courage. You will face horrors beyond your darkest imaginings. Beasts that defy reason. Creatures born of pure darkness.
So awesome.
Thousand Blossom!
I hope I don't have to play it co-op.
With me! Cross Reaper!
Tonight, we start our mission!
Yeah, this is awesome. Bloodstained. I mean, it sounds... Castlevania's gonna sue somebody. That looks awesome. What do you mean Bloodstained was awesome? Is this a sequel?
So you've come, dogs of the church, right into the palm of my hand.
I didn't know there was an original. Fuck, I gotta look into that
The
shit.
visuals of Shinjuku that I'm seeing.
Rocker Matt,
are a
thank you
hellscape
so
I
much.
Can't quite put into words.
Oh, is this another
You've somehow been sent back in time 8 years.
Rocker Matt, thank you, buddy, for
the
this
situation
very,
here is
very generous super chat. For a fourth movie, someone else finished the hundo. We can get the Clerks motion picture. Oh my God! Thank you so much, Rocker Matt.
Our
Well,
ultimate mission is to uncover the causality between these anomalies.
It's probably a phase electron life form.
I need to
Is
look
that
into
what you call us,
Bloodstained.
Digimon?
Rocker
I'll be
Matt.
right here with you.
Who exactly are you working for?
What I'll say is, I don't know if we can do a fourth movie. We're already doing 3, but I'll talk to Tech about it.
We have been enemies
But
for years
thank
now,
you so
but this
much,
is the
Rocker
first time
Matt,
the
because
Titans have launched an attack
you have
on
gotten,
this
you've
We
opened
now
my
believe
box,
most of the
I think,
anomalies we've been dealing with stem from Digimon.
and we're
Seems
into the
the
1 hour
upcoming battle is truly
gameplay.
unavoidable.
Yeah, I'm
The world on this
totally
set is
talking
running out
over
of
this. I don't
time.
give a fuck about this game.
If the
Sorry, you
gate is
guys.
opened with the digital
Excellent,
world
Rocker
in
Matt.
such a
I'll talk to
state,
Tech after the show to
human
see if we
will most
have the
certainly be
stamina to add a fourth movie.
the Titans not
But
care about the
regardless,
end
and
of
if
the
so, we'll
digital
do
world?
that. We'll put it on for Clerks too. But for now, thank you so much, buddy. We really appreciate that big, big support.
The World Tree has been attacked. It is just as the Great One, Plutomon, said.
It can't protect anyone. We must protect the world from them. For this purpose and this purpose alone were you born.
If that thing opens, then we'll be swarmed by Digimon.
Attack!
Please, everyone, lend me your strength.
Everything's riding on
To
you.
move forward into the
We
future.
must fulfill our mission. Agent.
Thank you, buddy, very, very much. We are about, I don't know, $55 away from an extra hour of gameplay. And Rocker Matt, we have opened the box. And thank you for that. We will talk to Tech tonight about the wheel. So wait, Bloodstained was the first one. I want to say, I got to look into that. But whatever that was, Bloodstained Part 2 looks great.
Abandon not your wayward children of Ivalice.
And I'll tell you
But
what.
deliver us from our sins.
They're
might
going
know
heavy on the
salvation.
Japanese stuff, which is cool.
If you feel wronged, blame yourself or the father. Why do you fight? Why walk this path of subterfuge and conflict?
The powerful must rule the weak. It is our duty.
Heavens fall upon your crown!
Remake of
This vile
something?
charade has gone on long enough.
Who said charade?
It ends now.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember when your father showed us how to make a whistle of a blade of grass?
Tech, are you watching? Isn't this your favorite game? Okay, so this is... Okay. So this is the sequel to Tactics?
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
And I'm Sid Schumann, here to deliver news and release dates for games coming
might
to PS5 later this year.
We hope you enjoyed that first look at Final Fantasy Tactics: The Evil East Chronicles. The game will include 2 versions of the original PlayStation Classic.
This is
The
Final
enhanced
Fantasy
version,
Tactics,
which
the
features
original?
improved graphics, fully
Why
voiced
are they
dialogue,
calling it the subtitle?
refined
It was never
gameplay, and much
subtitle
more,
before, was it?
as well as the classic version, which brings a faithful recreation of the 1997 original to modern consoles. Final Fantasy Tactics: The Evil East Chronicles launches on PS5 and PS4 September 30th, and will be available for pre-order later today.
Great. So this is the
This
very
next game
first
is something
one.
really
Okay,
special.
great.
When I first played it, I laughed
I've never
so
played
hard,
Tactics.
I almost barfed.
I played
Let's
Jeanne
check it
d'Arc
out.
though. Which I
But
love.
is there maybe just toilet?
Toilet?
Yeah, I just need to pee.
How badly?
Just normal.
I would love to, Jojo D.
Just go behind this bush. I'll wait.
I can run away.
What's up,
Be shy.
Jojo?
No.
Yeah, no, you don't want me watching.
You can watch.
In baby steps, all you have to do is carefully place one foot in front of the other, which is easier said than done. Main character Nate requires some pretty deliberate movement to make even the simplest progress. It's a captivating open-world experience filled with oddball characters.
Here we go. Knock up. Oh, no. You found it even without a map. The best toilet on the mountain.
Oh, good.
Definitely check this one out when it comes to PS5 on September 8th.
Cool, finally.
Hirogami is a unique action-adventure title from Bandai Namco Studios Singapore. In this journey to save your origami home, you'll transform into paper shapes with distinct abilities.
Tech, so you're watching.
Including
Remind me
a
to talk
paper
about the
plane,
rocker map thing with you later.
A nimble frog, a hardy armadillo, and a powerful ape. Master the art of folding when Hirogami arrives on PS5 later this summer. Sid, why don't you tee this next one up?
Thanks, Sean. The Hot Shots series has been with PlayStation from the very beginning, and its latest installment, Everybody's Golf Hot Shots, boasts its largest character roster ever. Compete in courses from 10 different regions around the world, each with weather effects and new nighttime variants. Pre-orders begin later today, and those who do will get Bandai Namco's iconic
Rocker Matt, so far we
Pac-Man
haven't
as
seen
an early unlockable character.
any first-party stuff, I don't think, but we will.
Everybody's Golf Hot Shots drives onto PS5 September 5th.
Man, September is nuts.
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is a challenging new entry in the long-running action franchise. From the makers of the Blasphemous series, Ragebound stars dual protagonists from rival clans, forced to combine their souls and skills against a demon uprising. And longtime fans will really love the pulse-pounding soundtrack, featuring guest composers from the original series.
I'm going to stick with Shinobi. This is probably going to be way too hard for me.
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound arrives July 31st on
good,
PS5 and PS4.
You'll sell your kidneys? Yeah, talk to Bukaki.
From the game bakers, Cairn is a survival climbing experience where you must carefully plan your ascent up a deadly mountain.
I played the demo of this. It was very cool. I don't know if I have the patience.
Manage balance and stamina to discover
Yeah,
secrets.
JoJo D, I think we're going to see that today. The God of War side scroller.
Hey, wait for me!
Encounter other climbers.
I'm Marco. Nice to meet you.
And survive the harsh conditions of the climb.
I'm sure Rocker Matt says, show me something that pushes the PS5 or makes a PS Pro worth getting.
You can give it a try
I mean,
yourself
I'm sure
with a demo that arrives
Death
later
Stranding
today.
will, but... Oh, the demo's out today. Great. I mean, I'm the wrong guy to talk to about that personally, though.
That's all from us.
I don't care
but
about
there's
that.
still a lot of State of Play to come.
I just care
This
about
next
cool games.
reveal comes from the game preservationist at Digital Eclipse. Nothing can prepare you for their next collection, arriving later this year.
Oh, I think I know this.
We knew pretty early on that the game was fun to play. People were excited about it.
I know
rewarding
about
part of it
this.
is just seeing people react to it.
Yeah, JoJo D, that's a good point. I may get a Pro for that as well.
We knew that we were onto something.
For GTA 6, because it won't be on PC. At least not at first.
It was such a shock to see this game. I was like, I can't believe this game exists.
This is awesome. Because look what's coming up. It's all online. So we can fucking play MK2 and 3 and Ultimate Online. Come on.
We're showing you a part of a world that is much larger.
There was no template to make the games. It's a bit of the Wild West.
Every part of that game is an expression of who we were and what we wanted to do.
Flawless victory.
I mean, maybe you could with emulators, but I never knew how to do it. So this will be easy. And there's more to that, but I won't say any more because I can't. But there's more to that.
Patrol here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
That guy? I know he's close. Where did he go?
We've lost sight of the enemy. Find him. We're under fire. Enemy position unknown.
Loading like this? It's a revolution.
All right, Commander.
Baby.
Take this! Here comes another one! You won't get away
What's
from
up,
me,
Terry Berry? How you doing, buddy?
Some real pain!
What's the matter? I'm over here. Go back to your own world.
See you in hell!
I'll find you,
What the?
Busted Hornet's a 40-minute show.
Gotcha! Gotcha!
Could you do that in the first one? In the original? Where's my demo? Damn it.
Spirit stones.
Hello, Governor.
Shining stones imbued with humankind's never-ending dreams. Since time immemorial, this power has been the impetus for human wars.
such an ominous atmosphere, and one thick with the presence of Aratama.
I gotta go back and finish the last Ninja Gaiden I was playing. It's so good.
What makes a shogun? Here is my answer.
So, is this team owned by Microsoft? I know that's a dumb question, but this is going to be Game Pass, right? Didn't they already announce this? And why am I associating Ninja Gaiden with Microsoft? Just because they announced it, or do they own this team?
Of you to have entered the depths of hell.
Oh, Nio. Okay, where'd it go? That looks awesome. So it's just coming to Game Pass day one, the new Ninja Gaiden then. Okay.
Tokugawa. Takechio.
皆さんこんにちは、チーム忍者の安田です。戦国死にゲーシリーズの最新作「仁王3」をついに発表させていただきました。今作のアクションはシリーズおなじみのサムライスタイルに加え、新たに忍者スタイルを追加、より多彩な戦闘を楽しめます。ステージもオープンフィールドとなり、探索や攻略の自由度や没入感が大幅にアップしています。本日よりプレイステーション5で体験版も配信いたしますので、ぜひプレイしてご意見をいただければと思います。2026年の発売に向け、続報にもぜひご期待ください。
No one knows how old the city really is. For me, it's all I've ever known. My whole world.
A VR game. Huh. Yeah, Terror, but there's got to be a bigger demo than that. Come on.
I was raised in this city's shadow.
I'll still play it. I'm excited.
Free
yeah,
to take whatever I need to survive. This city hides many lost and legendary treasures. Locked away, waiting to be found, waiting to be taken. But some treasures come with more trouble than others.
I've not played VR in so long that I'm kind of thinking
Who are you?
I want to try it again.
Tidewalker, are you there yet? Cleo has uncovered a formula for a cure, but she's keeping it safe in her tower.
Hey, you got some hosing?
Marketland seems a bit tense today. I heard some of the cabin with another Tidewalker. Damn it! It's gone! Someone beat us to it!
Ever since the Great Flood,
MetaQuest 3, Dark
my
Nugget,
dear
there's
planet,
this new one coming
has been
from
dying.
Meta that apparently
Plastemia
is
has taken
under 1,000,
everything from us.
But it's going head to head with
But you Tidewalkers are all connected.
Hey, you stop right there!
And it's up to you now
it's like glasses, like
to use that power.
Marauders, this is our new recruit! Please, help me. Get down!
Tidewalkers. Will you help us?
Hard to say on that one.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Ducey, the game director of Astrobot. It's a pleasure to be back today to share more news with you. What the last few months it has been in the world of Astro. Astrobot launched last September to such encouraging feedback, even receiving a few orders we are truly grateful for. In October, we added 5 speedrun levels, followed by a Christmas special packed with festive surprises. And then earlier this year, the Vicious Void Galaxy made its appearance, adding yet more new challenging levels, all of which came at no additional cost. And today, I am pleased to announce that later this month, you will be able to enjoy 5 brand new challenge levels in Astrobot, bringing the total to a whopping 90 planets. New special bots will be there too, including Atsu from Ghost of Yotei, alongside other fans' favorites, but these ones are a surprise. And finally, the Astrobot DualSense wireless controller will return later this year, with a slight twist, so be on the lookout for more news coming soon. From all of us at Team Asobi, thank you all for the amazing reception you gave our game, and enjoy the rest of the show.
I didn't dislike it. I just thought it was the challenges, the way they structured them. I thought it was really shitty and turned me off. What I played that didn't turn me off, that was great. Mario's not structured just like that. Actually, it's not. Well, the structure is just like that, but the presentation is not. And so you know what you're getting into in Mario. In Astrobot, it didn't present as that. And so it really was a turnoff to me. But yeah, I love a lot of the Mario games, not all of them. This is a weird one. I like aspects of this, but I also find it really arty-farty and annoying. I'm so bored of this aesthetic, though. It's just like... Ugh. May be great, by the way. I'm just that whole
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani. That was a new look at Sword of the Sea, a visually striking adventure from the team behind Abzu and The Pathless. We're excited to announce that Sword of the Sea will launch this summer into the PlayStation Plus game catalog. On June 17th, Remedy brings otherworldly action to game catalog with FBC Firebreak. In this cooperative FPS set in the pure
Journey
natural
was
world
that
of
game
Control,
company, but he
you and
worked
two
there.
fellow agents must confront and contain the reality-warping chaos found within the oldest house. Fun in short bursts or deep dives, FBC Firebreak launches day one into game catalog on June 17th. The PlayStation Plus Classics catalog welcomes several new titles this summer. The PS2 version of legendary immersive sim Deus Ex arrives June 17th. In July, Twisted Metal 3 and Twisted Metal 4 join the service just in time for the second season premiere of Twisted Metal, which arrives July 31st in select countries, including Peacock in the US. Additionally, two of Capcom's most beloved games from the original PlayStation are set to join the Classics lineup.
The ones from Alan Wake guys?
Resident Evil 2
Ooh.
and Resident Evil 3 will arrive later this summer in the Classics catalog. Additionally, Myst and Riven will arrive later this month
Control,
as part of the
right.
Days
Okay,
of Play
that's cool that it's
celebration,
day one.
running
That's
now
awesome,
through June 11th.
Smog.
Days of Play is a 2-week event that includes bonus PlayStation Plus content drops, great deals on software and hardware, and more. Visit PlayStation Blog and PlayStation.com for full details.
His parents cut their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
He then started
Tatum,
a
if I
grand
see
tour of
you,
every
yes,
major
but I
boarding
won't do
school
any
in Britain.
mailing
Always
stuff
at the
'cause I'm
top of his
terrible at it.
class.
I
Always
still owe that
at
one
odds
guy
with
a
authority,
God of
same
War
thing
design
in the
document.
Navy.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
And they're all in need of early retirement. Nobody knows what to do
This
with
is
him, Mom.
James Bond?
No, and I suspect he feels the same way.
No
But
way.
what he did in Iceland...
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck. Give me one good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
So you shouldn't have.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
009 is a master manipulator. Whatever the endgame is, we won't see it coming.
Jet lag. Gets me every time.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that. Tell me, what do you do, James? Lately, headhunting.
Fuck, awesome. I don't know if it's open world or not. It looks a little more cinematic,
Teachable moment.
which I guess is okay. It's not what I wanted, but still awesome. Awesome, awesome. Fuck yeah, that's great. Yeah, it looks mission based and then linear, but mission based maybe.
Hello, I'm Hakan Abrak,
Non-linear.
CEO of Iron Interactive. The team is thrilled to announce 007.
Why do we need
First
open
Light.
world? I'll tell you in a minute.
You'll experience James Bond as a young air crewman in the Royal Navy. Before the tuxedo and the martinis, as he first steps into the world of espionage, striving to earn his double status.
I hope so.
Everyone at Iron Interactive has poured their passion and dedication into crafting an experience that honors the legacy of Bond, harnessing our 25 years of agent expertise.
That's what's cool about
this
it.
This is
Darth
just
Nugget.
the beginning of our journey with 007, and we can't wait to share more with you soon.
We'll talk about it after the show, but again, I think that it looks like it captures Bond great, so I'm cool. Of course it's a first-party game, because everybody's sad in it. I'm just saying. So nice to see some actual bright action games. But now we have to get serious. And I love Tsushima, one of my top 10 games of the last 10 years.
You're still with me?
Terror, no, not the same. I may not, Morgan, if it gets too samey. Why would I? Why would I finish it? If it's boring. No, I know, because it got boring. And that's the game's fault. Because it was so open that it didn't put me on the main path to the end. I just tried to do everything. And yes, is that my fault? Sure, but it's also the game's fault. Is this that 2D fighting Marvel game? Cool. That's free to play. I just said 2025, didn't it?
プレイステーションの友人から急になんか飲みに行こうぜっていう連絡が来て、なんのこっちゃと思って、予定合わせて行ったんですけど、ちょっと飲んでる中で実はアークの方でマーベルの格闘ゲームを作ってみないかというような提案をいただきまして、いや本当に聞いた時はびっくりしましたね。で、世界的に本当に有名な IP ですし光栄だなと思いつつも、まず本当にうちの会社で大丈夫かなという不安もあり。
The inspiration for working on this project really came from a place of pure fandom and wanting to say, why isn't PlayStation in this space?
So PlayStation approached us with this vision to bring Marvel back to the forefront of the tag fighting genre. And that got us really excited because we had worked with them before on successful stuff like the Marvel Spider-Man franchise with Insomniac.
When it came to approaching Marvel, you have to kind of first float the idea and let them know, hey, we're thinking about approaching a company like Arc System Works to make a fighting game. We'd love to partner with you to do this really great collaboration. Would you be interested?
When they named the developer, that really perked up our ears. It's always refreshing to work with a team that will take on the challenge of tackling Marvel, putting their own spin on it, and they're just uppercutting that challenge into the stratosphere. And that's what you get with this team. I mean, they couldn't make something boring if they tried.
社長からも本当に作れるんだったらぜひやりたいねっていうことを言われました。話を受けてしまった以上これは私がプロデューサーなのかなっていうところで。
The tricky thing is that most fans, including myself, see this as a sacred genre for Marvel. The tough part is finding a partner that's crazy enough to take on the task, because you either do something like this big and bold or you don't do it at all.
I feel like I have a good grasp on their art style and how they would approach certain IPs. You come in with your kind of own expectations of, here's what I would expect to see from Arc System Works when they take on a Marvel IP. And what came up was something that went beyond that.
Right,
一番最初にマーベルさんに提出した時はなんとなくマイケルさんの反応はあんまり芳しくなかった印象があって、何がまずいのかなっていろいろやっぱり直接話していくうちにもっとアークのやりたいマーベルを見せてくれというような話をいただいたことがあって。
I remember personally the first time I saw Iron Man was really when I felt we had something special.
なので今回のアイアンマンのデザインを皆さんご覧いただければ分かると思うんですけども、かなり日本らしいアークシステムワークスらしいデザインっていうのが、出ているかなと思うので、マーベルの皆さんの反応がすこぶる良くて、これなんだみたいな。
Yeah, I do dig the design. The design of the
Iron Man is
character
supposed to be
really
the
cool.
sleek fighter jet, think luxury race car mixed with a brick house. And the fact that they added anime mech elements to him just felt really naturally at home.
One of the mantras that we have for this project is from Japan to the world, and really
I
trying
want
to take
statues
not
of
just
these
the
characters.
IP but
These are
gameplay
awesome.
mechanics and say, what can we really take from Japan, the creators that are doing awesome work here, and bring that to the global platform.
特別なところいっぱいあるんですけど、本当にやっぱり強調すべきは、格闘ゲームのチームバトルの中では4対4というのがまず本当に意欲的で挑戦的なところだというところと、
When Arc looks at these Marvel characters, it's not simply just the visuals, it's also the gameplay mechanics and adding in that, what is that pop? What is going to be something that's different?
Brian, I'm not a huge fighting game fan, but I don't care. I want to play it.
We felt like we just had to go 4v4. And in doing so, we found a lot of unique and fun ways to change up the gameplay that I think players are going to be very excited to see.
今回4対4という革新的なところにチャレンジしている中で4キャラクター練習しないと勝てないんじゃないのとか安心してください。
Learning 4 characters is extremely daunting, but the team at Arc System Works has found a way to design a system that adapts to your playstyle. So you could either duke it out as just the leader and 3 assists, or you can tag in your assists to swap the leader and change the matchup on the fly.
I don't think a lot of people thought this day would be here, would come. This has just been an awesome journey, and I'm excited that we get to be able to share it with all the fans out there.
I'll tell you right now, a lot of fighting games, they never get to experience this level of production. And
Yeah, I want to get
just
tactics
a
as
dream
well.
to even be working
And
with
I will be
these two
picking
great
this fucking
partners.
thing up.
それは決してビジネスという枠組みではなくて、それぞれの強い思いの中でこのタイトルを成功させよう、いいゲームにしてファンに届けようと。
I'm gonna just like the community had to teach me how to play Souls games though. Someone's gonna have to teach me online how to play this
まだ
because
ま
I
だ開
still
発途
can't
中
get
で
my
はあ
head
りま
around
す
it.
が、続々とキャラクターも発表していきたいと思いますし、キャラクター以外のコンテンツというところも今後いろいろ出ていくと思います。今しばらく楽しみにお待ちいただければなと思います。Stay tuned.
Yes, All Stars. Yeah, it does, Tech. Absolutely, looks great.
You're still with me?
It seems the upcoming battle is truly unavoidable.
Yeah, this was some good stuff. I wonder if we're going to see one more game, but there's some really good games in here. If you're a console player only, I'm sure you'll be thrilled, but no, this is great. This was a great show. Some really big surprises, too. All right, well, there we go. I guess that was it. I was hoping for Resident Evil. Yeah, Awesome says, I guess Jeff got RE9 for sure. That was good. I don't know what I'm going to turn on the phone lines in a second. I'm going to go get a Coke, and then let's talk about it. I thought that was a pretty good fucking show. That was a pretty good fucking show. A lot of people are hitting L's in the chat over on PlayStation. What are you talking about? This was great. What is wrong with the L's? L's. Morons. All right, well, let's get back to it. The only people who matter are us, so fuck these jack-offs. Ah, yeah. Hang on. Let me pause this so we can roll back if we want. Let me bring this over here. Whoops. Okay. And then here's what we're going to do. Complaining is the new clout, says Tech. I guess. Jesus fucking Christ, man. What the fuck?
I'm super hyped for Marvel Toke on Fighting Souls.
Yes, me too, Jonathan Boucher. Thank you so much for the 54-month support. And Solar Edge, thank you, buddy. We are now up at $21 out of $75. And we'll extend the show for an hour and play this game I'm about to unbox. But let me get a Coke. Then I'm going to turn on the phone calls to see if you guys want to talk about what we just saw. I don't want to comment on the live stream. What do I mean, sure, okay. How are you guys saying this is an L? It was so good. Nobody cares. Shit goes so fast. What's the point? What's the point? All right, hang on. Let me add this. But seriously, Solar Edge, thank you. Jonathan, thank you. We appreciate it. Penis Angel, absolutely. Yeah, I get exposure tech, but it goes so fast, and they've got thousands of people. No one's going to see that. All right, hang on. We wanted to... All right, we're at 21. Now, maybe when you see the game, you'll want to see an hour of gameplay, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. But first, I'm going to get a Coke, and sit tight. I'll be right back.
Awesome Tatum has just donated $5 through Super Chat. Thanks, pal. Stick your LS where the sun don't shine.
All right, 1 second. Okay, so here's what we got. I'm going to turn on the phone call. If you want to call in, let me just give you my thoughts real quick, though, on the state of play. I thought it was great. I don't know what these people are talking about. Pragmata, which is still happening in 2026, the Capcom Dead Space thing, looks awesome. Suda 51, Romeo is a Dead Man. It looks fun. It looks creative. It looks quirky. Hard to say if it's going to play great, but if it plays great, it looks like it could be great. Holy fuck, Silent Hill F looks amazing. I cannot wait. That's coming out in September. Bloodstained Part 2 makes me want to play the first one, but Part 2 looks amazing. Final Fantasy Tactics, which I never played. That looks great. Baby Steps looks stupid and fun. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound's probably too hard for me, but it looks great. MK Collection, I'm excited for that. Metal Gear Delta looks great. Nioh 3 has a demo out today. We'll see. The James Bond game, are you shitting me? I was talking to Darth Nugget earlier. I was hoping, and still am hoping, for an open world James Bond game. Not because I just love open world in general, but I would love to play a secret agent open world game where I'm flying all over to these exotic locations and I'm driving everywhere and I'm having more of an adventure like a spy versus just playing a movie game. But even still, don't give a shit. The James Bond, it's a great developer, great publisher. In fact, we'll probably hear more about it because I think tomorrow or Friday, that publisher is doing their own showcase where I'm sure we'll see more James Bond, we'll see the new Hitman, and we'll see the Mind's Eye game. So that's exciting. Ghost of Yodi, whatever. I'm sure it'll be great, but they didn't really show much of anything. I'm surprised they barely showed anything from. Am I missing something? But it was just the girl looking at the camera and the wolf. And did I black out on that fucking thing? Is that all they showed of Yodi? And then of course Toko or Tokon Fighting Souls, even though I'm sure I will suck at it, looks awesome. I want the statues. I want the toys. I love the design. I love Marvel. I love Marvel fighting. I'll be picking that up as well. Okay. Do we want to unbox the game first, or do we want to turn on the phone lines first? One's to unbox, 2 for the phone line. We'll be doing both. Oh, right. They said Yodi's going to be a deep dive in July. Okay. I'm just going to I'll probably avoid the deep dive. Whatever. I'm going to buy it day one, so I don't really need the deep dive. It doesn't really affect anything. All right. So 1 is the box. 2 is the phone lines, right? We got 2 1s. The first that gets to 10 is what we'll do. 3 1s. Shut up, Tech. Don't be doing the same goddamn thing. Tech. 4 1s. 5 1s. One, 2, 6, 1. One's to open the box first, 2 to turn on the phone lines. What do you guys want to do? What do you want to do with your butthole? Yeah. Let's go. Is it hard to hit 1s and 2s? I need advice, people. Help me run the show. Jesus Christ. Ugh. 1. All right, we're going 1s. Everybody wants 1 except Warp Die. But we're going to do both. All right, let's open the fucking box. Okay. So, and what I loved about this was they said I could do this, and they said, look, man. And by the way, Benjamin, if you're watching, I timed Benjamin out for 5 minutes. Benjamin's a great friend of the show. I'm a big fan of the guy. I've met him in person. But he's sitting there telling people what's in the box earlier. And I'm like, dude, the whole point is it's a mystery. Do you tell people what's under the Christmas tree? Why would you do that? I don't understand why you were doing that. So that's why I timed you out, not because I don't like you or you know, I'm just like, what are you doing? So hopefully a lot of you guys didn't see that because the surprise part of the fun. All right, let me, I probably need to get some scissors. Hang on. If I have any scissors in here. He guessed what was in the box and he was right, and I think he knew, and he's like, oh guys, it's this, it's clearly this, it's this, and I'm like, what? All right, here we go. So here's the box right here. It's a biggin. Well, yeah, I'm thrilled you got it within a minute, Ecto, but you didn't ruin it for everybody. All right, I'm opening it up. But Ecto, how did you guess it within 1 minute? Was it the Metacritic? Because it's an 81 on Metacritic right now. It just came out 2 weeks ago. A little less than that, actually. But they wrote me and said, we're going to send you the game, and we're going to send you the collector's edition, but they said you don't have to even play it if you don't want to. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'll take that deal. Because I may have been like, oh, this is not as dumb. But it's not dumb. I've put 6 hours in, and if we get up to the 75 threshold, I will play an hour of the game, and I'll start again from the beginning. Because the opening really sets the lore up, of course, and it's really a neat... there's some neat shit. Am I wishing for a Switch? No, I don't really care about the Switch. I do want to play Mario Kart eventually, and I'm sure I will get a Switch eventually. But I'm not really... Nothing about it has me all that interested. I don't want a hair transplant. I don't care. Why would I want to go... If you want to snap your fingers and magically give me hair, okay, I'll do it. But... Why would I want to go through all the trouble just to get some fucking hair? Big deal. I've had hair. It was fine. Y'all too vain. That's what I think. Why can't I open this fucking box? I'm going to open it like this, I think, instead. Yeah, Alex, you canceled your Switch too. You ain't paying $800 for a Switch. Yeah. I mean, I'll get it eventually, but and again, if there were some amazing games, I would absolutely be more. And I'm sure the Donkey Kong Bananas thing is cool, and everybody who's playing Mario Kart, they like it a lot. There's some cool stuff, but it's not enough for me to buy a fucking console, man. Shut up, Tatum. It's a big fucking box, man. I'm not set up to do unboxings. Holy shit. All right, here we go. All right, so the game is this. Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. and you would be forgiven if you have absolutely no idea what the fuck this is. I don't blame you. Because I was like, what? That sounds so generic. And I guess there was an original Tainted Grail, but never really hit my radar. But boy, this one, it is on GeForce. Is it good? I think it's really good. Somebody described it, and I think this is very apropos. I'll put it up here in a minute. They said it's a AA game with a AAA heart. It's basically like Skyrim meets Bloodborne. And that's why I like it, because the lore is very Bloodborne, which you will see as we play it if we get around to playing it today. I do want to show it to you. I don't know if there's a demo or not. There probably is, but I don't know. Why is it so big? That's what your mom asked me. Fuck. God damn, how do you open this fucking thing? Hang on. All right. There's also, if you guys watch Madhouse tonight, there is also a couple of other statues coming my way, and those are actually being worked on tonight, and the person who is working on them is going to stream them working on them. So we'll go over there and visit, and I'll show you what we're getting. Okay, so here's what we got. I'll go one by one. What do you mean there's no place? Oh, I'm putting the statue back there. I'm throwing the box away. Why do I want to keep the box? So it comes with this, which I think is like a metal poster or something. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Tells you how to mount it. Here you go. So it's a metallic Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon poster. Kind of cool. So if I really love the game, I'll put it back there on the wall. No, that boot has been back there forever. It comes with whatever this is. Let's find out together. And that's it. It's just that poster in a big box. Hang on. Man, I tell you guys, I've talked about it before, but being a kid and going to the store and getting manuals and reading the manuals in the car on the way home or at Red Lobster or wherever when my parents took us to dinner before we got home, man, I loved it. Can you imagine if it was this kind of shit? Oh, okay, so this is I don't know if this is an art book or a journal. It's something. Good, Jaffe. I think it's an art book, but there's a lot of white pages, so I don't know if this is where you're supposed to take notes or... but it's a bunch of, I don't know what I'm looking at. It's this thing. So it's probably just going to be something I take notes in. This is, oh, there's an art book. Check it out. I will open it. And again, you know, I played a little bit of, what's the game from the Outer Worlds, Avowed. And I did like it, but I was busy and I haven't spent too much time with it, but this hooked me almost right away compared to Avowed. Yeah, so it's very much like, I know the light's kind of blowing it out there. It feels very much like Skyrim meets a Miyazaki game in terms of art design. Like the creatures are really weird. It's very Cthulhian. There's a lot of Lovecraftian inspiration, stuff like that. Oh, look at that guy. Right? All right, we got, what is this? I think this is like a desk mat or something. Let's see. Awesome, Tatum. This game or Avowed has a lot of character. Which one? Yeah, I could use a new one of these. There you go. How much was the box in the market? Oh, I have no idea. Oh, I don't have to return it. They just gave it to me. So, like a mouse pad, desk pad. And then the big piece, of course, is the statue, which I will show you. It is King Arthur, or their version of King Arthur, which you'll see in a minute if we play some of the game. And by the next stream or tomorrow's Gavin games, I'll have him mounted up there. I'll also... It also comes with like a little coin, which I'll show you. Come on now. So there's like a replica of the money system. And then I guess, I don't know what this is. This thing here. I will show you Father Alex in a minute about the state of play. We'll talk about that. What is this? Oh, it's like a magnet. Tainted Grail. That's pretty cool. It's a nice set if you're into these things. As for the statue, I'll show it to you. There you go. There's old King Arthur standing on the bones, the bodies. There's his really cool crown, which plays into the story. There's Excalibur, I think. Right, so it's cool, man. It's a really fun game. I will mount that or put that in the background on the next stream, so it'll be displayed back there to the developer. Thank you guys very much. Thank you guys very much for that. It's very cool. It's very interesting. I actually got a couple more statues coming. I won't tell you what they are yet. I'll show you one of them tonight on Madhouse. But there you go. That is, and again, we don't have a lot of time left, so maybe I'll kill that goal because I got to prep for Madhouse. So unless we get that goal filled in the next maybe 10 minutes, I'll show it to you on gameplay later. But for now, let's turn on the phones. Let me put the number up here. If you want to call in on the phone, talk about state of play, I would love to hear your thoughts. One moment. Where are my notes? Here we go. Oh, damn it, Jaffe, let's go. Okay. All right. So the number is putting it up right here. And if you want to call in and someone else is on the phone, you should probably wait because it'll just go to voicemail. So wait when there's an opening. 537. Sorry. 537 9279. 619-537-9279. Call in. There's the number if you want to talk about really much anything, but if you want to talk about state of play, I got the time. Have I read all those books behind me? The vast majority of them, yes, I have. I only keep the books that I read. The other ones I donate or get rid of. Somebody was asking, though, what they felt or what I felt was the best game or some of the things that I'm most excited about. I think it was Alex. Father says, name one game out of all of that you're excited that was at the State of Play. There are a lot of games that excited me that we saw today. I'll tell you what they were. Metal Gear Delta, the James Bond game is probably my favorite. I'm excited for the RE2, RE3 classics because I've never played them to completion. If Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is not that difficult, I'm excited for that. There's a demo out today for Nioh 3 and the climbing game. Maybe I'll try those. Final Fantasy Tactics, Baby Steps. Of course, Silent Hill F, the new Bloodstained, Pragmata, and Romeo is a Dead Man. All of those, if I have to pick one that is the most exciting to me, I would say, it would be between Silent Hill F probably and James Bond. And I think Silent Hill F, because I don't know who the developer is really, it's hard for me to, the James Bond, here's what I'll say. I don't think the James Bond trailer, if you take Bond out of it, was as exciting as Silent Hill F, but the developer of James Bond is much more appealing to me than the Silent Hill F guys, because I don't even think those guys have done much of anything but mobile games, right? Which doesn't mean it's not going to be a great game. It just means kind of like I've been there, I've done that, Yeah, I'm totally taking call-ins. The number's right there, 619-537-9279. There's one coming in right now. What's up? It's Jaffe. How you doing?
Hey, Jaffe, what's going on?
Not much. Kind of hard to hear you. I can hear you a little bit. What's up?
Let's have a look. What's this sound now?
Say something else. Give me a test.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. State of
Talk,
play.
Yeah, talk a little louder if you can, but what's up? I can hear you well enough to at least take a question from you.
Yeah, no problem. It was a great state of play. First light from James Bond. Looks really great.
I agree.
And Silent I think I had the highlights, quite honestly. I think they're the
What do you, why do you think you think people were just being contrarian in the PlayStation chat? Like, why do you think there was such a bunch of people typing L's and stuff?
There seems to be a lot of vitriol in PlayStation land at the minute. It seems like there's a lot of people that are upset for no good reason, quite honestly, when you look at how PlayStation responded to The Last of Us and a lot of other games that come out from them.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're
Jaffe,
pissed. Maybe they're pissed that the days of kind of first party stuff coming out regularly are gone. But because almost everything we saw today is going to be playable somewhere else for the most part, and I don't plan on playing any of these probably on my PlayStation except obviously Ghost of Yodi. But everything else I'll be playing on PC.
Yeah, and even Intergalactic, the game from Naughty Dog, which is one of the best developers in the goddamn world. Everyone was negative about that, which I don't understand, because you've got no reason to be negative about it, because it's an amazing studio.
It's an amazing studio. It looks like they're trying to have a little bit more fun. It's not as depressing as Last of Us. Druckmann has talked about taking inspiration from Souls games in terms of combat and structure. So
that's
I think
cool, because that's what they criticize Naughty Dog for, the gameplay a lot of the time.
Right.
So it's cool that he's more in depth with it. That is something that's really cool.
I totally agree with you. I unless maybe they're all just trolling or whatever. I couldn't tell you.
I reckon that's part of it. Yeah. I reckon that's a part of it. That Capcom game looked awesome, though. That Capcom
Pragmata?
Game.
Yeah, Pragmata.
That looked really good.
I agree. It looks
Didn't
fantastic.
expect that. That looked really good.
I kind of
that one looked really good.
about it, but out of all the games, if you could play one tonight, which one are you most excited to try?
Silent Hill F all the way. It's got to be that one for me.
I hear you.
That's got to be the one, because I love that series. It is my favorite series, so I absolutely
I hope it continues to carry
Jaffe,
the torch.
are you getting the PlayStation arcade stick? And you're rating for
I
the
haven't got
state
any
of play?
Jaffe. I gotta get them ducats to pre-order, because.
Oh yeah, well that's fair. But no, I'm not going to be I'm not going to be very good at it, but I do want to get the fighting game as well. Like I'm really terrible at most fighting games, and I have to assume that will continue, but I'm such a Marvel fan and it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I'll be picking that
Yeah,
up as well.
I gotta say, that was a great idea for the Mortal Kombat collection to have it all online like that. Even though I'm not a fighting game person. It looks really good.
Yeah.
I like that idea quite a lot.
I think if you look at the fighting game, that was a surprise. James Bond being here was a surprise. Seeing
I got to appreciate the editing of that trailer. That trailer was perfectly edited.
Yes.
A James Bond trailer.
And I think we'll find
Love
out
the way
more. We'll find out
edited.
more about it tomorrow, actually, when it comes to gameplay. I think because it's going to be part of IO's thing. Tactics was a surprise. Pragmata still being alive.
Yeah.
So I don't. Even in the chat, AddiePie says Pragmata saved the shit show of a showcase. I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought it was a great showcase.
It was. I don't know what. I mean, AddiePie, what were you expecting? Father Alex says rate the state of play. I'd say it was a B plus. I'd say
9 out of 10 for me in terms of a numerical scale. I'd say 9 out of 10.
I think for me the only reason it's not a little higher is I had hoped to see something new from first party. And sort
I think
of
a lot of people are in that boat. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's disappointing. But if I owned a PlayStation and that was where I gamed, I would be very, very happy for the next year.
Yeah, that's me. That's where I am primarily, because I am primarily on the PS5, so that is good for me. I'm really happy about that. Like, there's already so much to play. All
right, buddy. Hey, listen, thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it.
No, thank you, Jaffe. Appreciate it, buddy.
Talk to you soon, man.
See you soon.
All right, Morgan. Yeah, if somebody's on the call, it'll send you to voicemail or hold. So now that no one's on the call, call in and I'll pick it up. But no, I don't plan on getting the arcade stick, Father Alex. Morgan says, I call bullshit 10 out of 10. I mean, it wasn't a bad... I don't think it was a 10 out of 10, but it was great. Like I said, if Resident Evil 9 would have been there, or... the God of War game. There were certain things I wish they would have shown. But I do agree, though, that what they did show, if you only... Let's put it this way. I don't care where they are because I'm playing them on PC. But if you play primarily on PlayStation, you're going to be very happy. And I'm very happy because there were a bunch of new games we learned about that I didn't get to, I'd never heard about before. All right, sorry, the phone lines are on now. I just turned them back on. 619-537-9279 if you want to call in. Jaffe, do you believe they're saving for Summer Game Fest? Who, Sony? Sony is going to show something at Summer Game Fest, according to Keeley. What it is, I don't know. What's up? It's Jaffe.
Hey, it's Morgan.
Well, hello, Morgan. How's it going? So you thought it was a 10 out of 10 showcase, eh?
I do. I think it was really good. Oh, I might get disconnected at any time because I'm at work right now.
Okay. What was the one? I mean, they were heavily front loaded with Japanese stuff, which was great. And I'm assuming
that was why I loved it.
Right. And it was, what I'll say is this. It's nice to see, frankly, that Japan and the Asian territories are doing a lot of the heavy lifting with games for core gamers these days. I don't know if it's that in America, first-party games and big-budget games just got so full of themselves with the cutscenes and the expense and all that. But yeah, when you open the show and you've got Pragmata and Romeo's a Dead Man, Silent Hill F, Bloodstained... what else? They have, Ninja Gaiden's 2D, but still, I'm trying to, Nioh.
Neo 3, exactly. Which actually, that game looks like a culmination of all their Souls likes for like the last 8 years.
Yeah, and I'm going to play that because that demo's out today. But think about this, at least for me, every game they showed that looked really compelling, other than Ghost of Yodi and James Bond, was from Asian countries.
Yeah, I mean, I think that
that's like the old days, back when.
Yeah,
SNES,
I think that the West has kind of like boxed themselves in design-wise, because like even
the who boxed themselves in?
The West.
Yeah.
Like Western designers, because like just yesterday we were seeing all that stuff from CD Projekt Red. Well, if you look back a few years, CD Projekt Red was getting a lot faster release times, but the time between Witcher 3
and
to Cyberpunk, that was long, and it's only going to get longer. And like you see them like worrying about all these weird like horse dick physics and like
Oh, I know. I know.
Like,
I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yep.
But like, I don't need it. I don't need any of
if you don't know what Morgan's talking about, yesterday on the State of Unreal, I mean, again, it was a developers conference, and so
right. Yeah, I mean, I get that.
You know, and they're showing off their engine and everything, but you know, if you then go to a game like what I'm playing now, like Tainted Grail, obviously it's AA, but once you get lost in the sauce of the game, you're not really paying that much attention to it, and you get a lot of games coming out a lot quicker. Let me ask you this, because you're a fan of the developer that's doing Fighting Souls, the Marvel game. Their big game.
System.
What is their big fighting game that people love?
It's actually, so technically the biggest game that they've ever done was Dragon Ball Fighters.
Okay.
But their biggest game that's actually their own IP is Guilty Gear Strive, which I know you know.
Yes, and I've played it. But so those are pretty hardcore fighting games, unfortunately for
right,
me.
yeah.
Like
they're technically hardcore.
Yeah.
But, sorry for interrupting. But actually with Strive, they kind of, air quotes, simplified it a lot more. They've been trying to make it a bit more accessible over the years.
What I wonder is this, when they have Marvel now, and I think the game looks beautiful. I like the fact that they're saying if you want to just bring characters in like Marvel Capcom and they'll do their thing and then they'll jump out, or kind of like the companions in the last Mortal Kombat, or you can take direct control over them. I think that's a nice, you know, tip of the hat to difficulty. But do you think this game, like if I'm Marvel, I'm going, look guys, we don't want you to make a super hardcore fighting game. We need it to be more accessible because it's Marvel. Do you think that's going to be the direction? I mean, I don't think anybody can tell from watching the visuals, but
because if you look at the game, there's two things I was a little surprised by. I was surprised that they didn't just call it Marvel versus Arc System Works, because this is clearly supposed to be the successor to Marvel versus Capcom,
right?
But they gave it to a different company. And Marvel versus Capcom always had pretty good like complexity. So yes. I think it's still going to be there. It will definitely be easier than Arc System Works' older games, but it's not going to be like this overly simplified game where maybe there's two buttons. There's no way in hell.
I mean,
think
so
the
birds
main
aren't
thing
real.
It's going to be tag team.
Birds aren't real in the chat says. See, this is speak. I would say speak for yourself. He says no one wants a simplified fighting game. You're simply wrong. What people want is the sweet spot that you get with Smash Brothers, right? You can have a bunch of kids and their friends coming over for a birthday party and everyone's just button mashing and having a great time. Or you can go to Evo and watch the best of the best actually treat that game like, you know, a real staple of the fighting community. So to me, there are people that want to have an experience that is very satisfying where it's just mashing buttons. But the best is where you get both, right? I think Melee or Smash Bros is probably the best to ever do that. Mortal Kombat is probably number 2.
I think that as far as fighting games go, what you really want is a decent floor, so it's somewhat accessible. But then you also want an insanely high ceiling, essentially. Right. So, like, you can obviously express yourself. Because, like, if it's just too simple, then there's nothing to aspire to.
Correct.
But if it's too hard, like, I don't know, like older Virtua Fighter or something like that, it just loses its own audience over time.
Right. Totally agree. All right. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as well. Jarvie Rock says, I love the state of play. So many great announcements. The new Bloodstained game, hell yeah. New Marvel fighting game, hell yeah. VR Thief game, Silent Hill release date. Yeah, there was some really, really good stuff. I guess
new
I need to go. It looked great. I guess I need to go play Bloodstained now because I didn't even realize it was a sequel.
Yeah, because it's, you know, that's Koji Igarashi, the guy who like essentially popularized Castlevania from Symphony of the Night and on.
Isn't the first Bloodstained the one that he kickstarted that starts on a ship?
Exactly, that's the one. And then there's actually 2 little prequels that are 8-bit, like NES 8-bit games.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I'll go back when I can find some time and play that, because I guess I won't be playing God of War 2.5D yet, which was the big rumor. Maybe we'll see that at Jeff's
I
show.
have to wonder if that rumor was mixed up with the one that was canceled by Blue Point.
No, I know. I'm almost certain. I've heard like from 3 sources this is a real thing.
Okay.
But not from Santa Monica. I wouldn't be giving away any info if I had that kind of info. But just hearing from journalist people who I know who have said, yeah, no, we're surprised you didn't know about this, Jaffe. I'm like, no, I hadn't heard about it. But they've pretty much confirmed it as well. All right. Good to talk to you, Morgan. I'll see you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
See ya.
All right. There you go. 619-537 9279. 619-537-9279. Would you pre-order Silent Hill F after watching the gameplay, says Father Alex? No. Why would I? I plan on getting it the minute it's available. I'll order it if I can get, 3 days early. I'll pay more to get that, but what value is there to pre-order a game these days? Like, I've never really understood that. Like, for example, I pre-ordered Indiana Jones, even though I got it for, quote, free on Game Pass, and it came with a digital art book. And I flipped through it for 5 seconds. I'm like, all right, I'm good. But I think the game looks great. The one thing about Silent Hill that I have to be careful of is, it looks great, but I want to see who the developer of this is, because I think the developer hasn't really done a lot. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think they're Neobards Entertainment, Neobards Limited. They're in Hong Kong. Let's see. Neobards. Let's see what they have done. Yeah, Jarvie says they've only made the Resident Evil multiplayer games, which were not that great, if I recall, right? If you go to their website, they have worked on Silent Hill F, Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, Final Fantasy Rebirth, Reverse, Mech. So it looks like they've done a lot of support stuff. Avengers, Onimusha, Devil May Cry HD Collection. But I don't think that they have actually been the ones to create those titles. So, yeah, we'll see. But it does look good. But if I had to choose that and James Bond, I'd choose James Bond just because I know what that studio can do. It's kind of guaranteed. All right. If you have any thoughts on anything, but specifically State of Play, but I'll talk games or whatever you want to talk, 619-537-9279, you can call in. Let's look at this list. I do want to try the Neo demo. I'll probably play that tonight or tomorrow. I want to try the demo for... See, I played the Karen demo, which is that climbing game. And it's great with a mouse because it's almost like you control little minutia movements of the wrists and the not fingers, but the hands, I don't know if I want to experience that with a controller. So I think I'll play it on PC if I get it when it comes out. Alex says pre-ordering and you are sure in locking a copy is a guaranteed purchase. Yeah, I don't give a shit about physical though. Like I don't. Digital is the way I play games. Most games I don't need a physical copy, so I'm totally fine with that. Tactics, I have never played Final Fantasy Tactics. I wasn't that kind of gamer when it came out. The 1 or 2 years after, I eventually fell in love with turn-based strategy with the PSP Jeanne d'Arc game, and then I went on to like the Commandos games. Some of the Fire Emblem games I've loved. So I'm actually excited to jump back in there and play kind of not the grandfather. You know what I didn't like as much as I wanted to like though was Metal Gear Slug Tactics. I was hoping that would just blow me away because I love the brand, but unfortunately it was cool, but I couldn't. It didn't suck me in as much as I wanted it to. Jarvie says the Suda game, Romeo's a Dead Man, looks incredible. I think it looks like a lot of fun, and I know some people in the chat were saying part of his appeal is that his shit is janky, and I get it, and I'm sure there's a great deal of truth to that. At the same time, though, here it is right here. I'll put it up on the screen. At the same time, though, you know, there's a point where like some of the stuff is so janky it's not playable, but it does look cool. It definitely looks cool. So I'll keep my eye out for it. The demo for Neo is up only until the 18th. Okay, of June. Okay, so yeah, pick it up or give it a play for sure. It's like, who does Deadly Premonition? Auteur of Jank. I've never played Deadly Premonition. I keep meaning to, but then I just, you know, it's kind of like, I was talking to Colin about this today on his show. There's just too much shit, man. There's too much fucking shit to play. So something's got to give. But this, look, I mean, if this controls well, like, because here's the difference, right? Remember Slitterhead? I liked Slitterhead for so many reasons, but I couldn't depend on the game mechanics enough to feel that if I stuck it out, I would be rewarded. It just felt, it felt too random. So assuming that this jank doesn't hurt the gameplay, I think this looks fucking awesome. I think this is a great, you know, it looks like a great deal of fun and a great kind of personality to it for sure. Sometimes I think Suda tries a little hard to be Tarantino. Tries a little hard to like, look how creative and wacky I am. Kojima does the same thing, but you know, but still, I mean, it beats the alternative of people just making the same boring shit. I'm only going to stream for a little bit more tech because we're not getting any phone calls, and so I assume people don't want to call in. And so I'm probably going to head out if we don't get any more phone calls soon and go prep Madhouse for 6 o'clock. So maybe 5-10 more minutes of shooting the shit with you guys, talking about games. Let's do this while we're waiting. Let's go to the, let's see some of the other news I had lined up to talk about, though, because there is other stuff happening. I do want to talk about some of those amazing game demos from the Summer Horror Game Fest. Really, really good stuff we'll be talking about. I'll be playing some of those maybe even tonight after Madhouse, depending. Again, this was odd. I don't believe it. What I did like, and I don't know if any of you guys did this, I heard the stories about Darth Vader calling people punks or something that they had to walk back. But I didn't realize that Fortnite had put Vader in the game as an actual NPC with large language model AI. And so I missed it because I don't think it might still be active, but it's the stuff I've always been talking about where you are playing the game and the AI is actually responding to what you're saying. Let me see if I can show you. And then they took it to the next level. This really is the future of this medium in so many ways. But let me see if I can bring up the Darth Vader clip.
Battle. As to the story, experiences, but conversations with Vader.
Yeah, here you go. Watch this.
For the first time, players could have real-time conversations with Vader, powered by conversational AI. This experimental feature offers a glimpse into the future, showing how Disney and Epic are responsibly embracing emerging technologies to expand the boundaries of storytelling and reimagine what's possible in gameplay. Innovation has always been at the core of Disney's DNA, and this moment with Vader is another example of how we're continuing to build on that legacy in new and exciting ways. Let's take a look.
Darth, what do I do if I have 1 health?
Perhaps you should have considered that before running around with a pink flamingo head.
Can you hide in the bush?
Hiding in foliage, a tactic for the less powerful.
He's pretty aggressive. Oh my god, yeah, he's insanely aggressive. It's a great distraction.
Darth Vader actually putting in work. Look at that. Boss versus boss battle.
Get him! Get him, Darth Vader! Get him! Yeah!
What do you think of that guy, Cypher PK?
Cypher PK. I do not concern myself with minor streamers, apprentice.
Why is he roasting me?
Darth Vader, you're funny, bro. You're funny. You're a funny guy.
Your persistence is growing tiresome, imposter.
Oh my god!
I will not tolerate this disrespect much longer.
Did he just do that to me?
There's one player left. We need to take him out.
Indeed. Let us ensure this final engagement is decisive.
Sorry. No, what I was saying is, you probably haven't heard any of that shit. Sorry. I think this is fucking amazing. Responding to Morgan, why use this technology here? I think they're going to use it everywhere. And I think this is going to be the future and already is beginning to be the future of, narrative-based and not narrative-based games, but just more immersive. I won't show you the whole thing, but let me just show you this, because this is them now doing like a Portal GLaDOS style scenario, and everything in it, the AI is all procedurally generated by the large language model. But what is really cool about this, I want to show you this, because this is where what you do, because again, this is a developers conference, you go in and you can use this in Unreal. And you can go in, and these are where all of the rules are, right? For example, this character they're creating, you are a mysterious cosmic entity named Mr. Button. You hold infinite knowledge, curiosity, and a surprisingly good sense of humor. Your sole point of interaction is with the player. You want to converse with me. And then it goes in to tell you these are all the facts that you can share. These are the facts that you can share with the player. Balance your genuine engagement. The player should feel that you value the conversation itself, even as a subtle tension and comic tension builds around the button. Avoid saying this, avoid doing this, never refer to the player as player. So you can go in now and imagine you're Naughty Dog and you're writing this AI for Ellie. And you're like, all right, this is what Ellie knows about the world. This is what she likes. This is what she doesn't like, blah, 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 blah. And then you say go. So this is an example of what that looks like. It's absolutely fascinating.
The prompt we inputted for this NPC say
Perhaps I am Mr. Buttons.
There you go.
Hello there. I am Mr. Buttons, purveyor of cosmic curiosities and insatiable conversationalist. What brings you to this spectacular catwalk, my friend? Perhaps a yearning for the unknown.
What is this place?
This, my friend, is a cargo room. But not just any cargo room, oh no. It's a portal to possibilities. A stage for the unexpected, though a bit dusty if I am honest.
What does the button do?
The million-dollar question. What doesn't it do? It's a gateway to glory, a ticket to transformation, a symphony of, well, you get the idea. It does things.
What about those signs that say do not press button?
Signs, you say? Siegins. Mere suggestions from those who lack imagination. After all, rules are made to be gently nudged aside. Wouldn't you agree?
This feels pretty risky. We have a big audience here. And
so again, it's not there yet, but I don't know, man. I see this and I'm like, you're telling me I get to go in a video game and actually talk to the characters and it's not a bunch of pre-scripted shit? I mean, I've been wanting to do that since I was a little fucking kid, dude. I've been wanting to live in these worlds and we're there. We're already there. And this is in Unreal. So it's pretty fucking cool. And these are the guys, they teamed up with Disney to do this big Disney epic theme park online. And you're probably going to have all these characters from Star Wars, Marvel, Mickey Mouse, walking around the theme park, just like we saw with Vader, and you can engage with them and you can talk to them and they will talk to you as those characters. I'm fucking in a goddamn heartbeat. So anyway, so here's the deal, fellas. We are going to be firing up Gabbin' Games again, especially because we got a lot of news coming in. I don't know where the schedule is yet. What I guarantee you is we will be streaming on Friday, Keely's show. We will be streaming gameplay more this week. There is the IO show we may be streaming. Obviously, Madhouse runs all week long, 6 o'clock California time. That's not changing. But Gabbin' Games is beginning to kind of fire back up, and we're not entirely sure where it's going to fit in on the schedule yet, but we will let you know. So, but that's the show. Thank you so much for the support. I'm sorry we didn't get to the gameplay. We almost got there, and I will be doing some gameplay streaming this week, and I do want to show you that game. I really do recommend this if you're in the market for an open world, immersive experience. It's not AAA, but it's basically Skyrim meets Bloodborne thematically, and it's really cool. Like it's got a great personality, a great narrative, a great sense of world building, and it gets out of its own way. It immediately starts and you're in the game. It's not one of these slow fucking drags. You're in, and it's compelling and it's immersive, and it's recommended by me. So look at these cool characters, man. Okay, there you go. There you go. My dear friends, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Be well, be safe. Yeah, Bird says Tainted Grail is great. There's some jank in there, but it's still really fun and interesting. Right. It's at an 81 on Metacritic. It's a game that no one's talking about, which makes no sense to me, but there's a lot out there to compete with. So, it's 3:50 now. We're back here at 6 o'clock. Me, Tech, and Bunny, and maybe a guest tonight. We're not sure yet. On the Madhouse, talking about weird shit, including toilets. Tonight, we're going to spend a disturbing amount of time talking about bathroom habits, weird toilets, disgusting toilets. It's going to be a delight. Be well, be safe in the meantime. I hope to see you tonight. And like the stream on your way out. Tell your friends about it. And we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.